Because this is why I started my YouTube channel in the first place. I started my YouTube channel because I wanted a platform to just rant and say random things and speak my mind and be like, you know, I know I'm shy, but I have a lot to say, right? Certain things just blow my mind sometimes. Like, it just happens randomly. I'll be driving and then like listening to a song, and then I'll call it an epiphany or something. Then I want to talk about it. So this is what I'm going to do today. Might not be perfect, because fully I do struggle to express what I think or feel properly. I might get cut because I am standing outside of somebody's house waiting for something, but then I'll continue when that person comes up, when I leave. So, you know what came to mind? When I die, I don't want to be remembered for what I achieved. I want to be remembered for my character, you know, for my character. And that's so important, because I don't think we quite invest in our characters. And, you know, a lot of what life is about has to do with people. And that's why there's the saying, no man is an island. And that's why God gives us people to test us. He gives us people to show us who God is, actually. You know, we have good people in our lives, good friends, good family, you know. People really, most of the time, reflect God's love to us, because God is an intangible being, right? But he's also very real. But for humans to understand his nature, he shows us himself through the right people. So this thing of investing in our character is very important. Now, I don't know how to summarize what is in my head, but like I said, I was sitting and I was thinking, when I die, I don't want to be remembered for what it is that I achieved, but I want to be remembered for my character. You know, we don't treat people right sometimes. In fact, it's not there's an aspect of how we treat people, but there's also just an aspect of how we live when people see us and when people don't see us. Like, it's not so much about what people see, because at the end of the day, when you die, God will judge you and you alone for the life that you lived, even the life that you lived in secret alone. But now, I give you an example. Imagine it's your funeral. You're not going to be there. You're going to be laying there in a coffin, unaware of what's really going on, because you're not there. Really, do you really just want people to say, you know, Atlahang achieved XYZ. She had 4 degrees. She was the owner of multiple businesses. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. She had this large following. Wherever you are right now, like, because we are all working towards some things for ourselves in our personal journeys. We all want to achieve certain things for our life, which is good. I'm not saying don't want to achieve those things for yourself. Don't want to do good for yourself. Hey man, life is meant to be enjoyed. We must live for nice things. I always say this. We must want to enjoy nice things, and we must want the best for ourselves. But that's not why we're here. Your obituary should not only be about what you achieved. It's so much nicer to hear people talk about the love a person had, you know, how kind they were, how, you know, godly or Christ-like they were if you are Christian, how much they were a giver, how much they cared about other people's needs, how much they changed the community that they live in, not what they achieved, because that ends with you and ends with you alone. Hence, it's like I always say, we're not here on earth for ourselves. We're here for a much bigger purpose. And as much as we may want to achieve all these nice things for ourselves, that's not where it ends. It's barely the beginning of the reason why we are here on earth. And I just had this thing that may we as people want to have a godly character, a character that will live on far longer than our physical form on earth, because one day we will die. But imagine people remember you for how you changed things around you, how you changed people's lives, and not what you did for yourself. Again, I say, I'm not saying we shouldn't want to achieve great things for ourselves, but I emphasize that life is much more deeper than that. And so, you know, people are going to test us. They're going to test our characters, going to test our loyalties. You know, they're going to make us not want to always be the best versions of ourselves. But remember, that is God's way of molding you into the person that you should be. That's not to say you must take crap. Walk away from crap if you must, if you will. You should, right? But remain a person of character at all times. You know, a lot of things we learn about not turning the other cheek. If somebody does something bad to you, you're gonna do it in return. A lot of the things that we say them because we are fleshly beings. We are worldly beings. But that's not what develops a character, and that's not what produces the best character in us. Also, I just want to say God is big, yes. And there's a lot of things happening in the world, but everything comes full circle to work for our good. And everything, like the Bible says, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. It's so true that at the end of the day, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, I know, but just wanted to say that.